Welcome to the learning activity of our group with the member of three, me, Junu Sarma, Ayat and Stephanie has contributed in drafting the lesson plan and constructing the scratch game for the targeted group of stage 3 level 5 students. Our learning activity is related to mathematics, which includes of 2D and 3D shapes, properties of shapes, lines and angles, perimeter and area. The activity aims to broaden their knowledge in identification and classification of different 2D and 3D shapes. This includes children to develop the descriptive skills with the ability to analyze and categorize the geometric figures. Students will understand about the properties and characteristics with which includes sides, angles, vertices and symmetry. Children will be able to use the geometry knowledge in the real world context. They can explore different shapes used in arts and architecture. After the lesson, children will be able to overcome with the following learning outcomes: selects and uses the appropriate unit to calculate areas, including areas of rectangle, combines splits and rearranges shapes to determine the area of parallelogram and triangles, visualizes, sketches and constructs three-dimensional objects including prisms and pyramids, making connection in two-dimensional representations, investigates and classifies two-dimensional shapes including triangles and quadrilaterals based on their properties. As the part of Scratch activity, students will be involved in demonstrating their previous knowledge in the above areas by answering questions. There are various ranges of questions, that is true or false, multiple choice and one worded answer. Thank you.
As mentioned earlier, our Scratch game is a math quiz based on Stage 3 math topics. The quiz consists of 10 questions, 5 true or false and 5 multiple choice questions. The objective of this game is to assess a player's understanding of 2D and 3D shapes and their ability to solve problems. The game is divided into 2 distinct levels for players to progress through. The first level is the true or false questions. The questions start off easy and are based on 3D shapes. They gradually get more challenging as the student progresses. The second level consists of 5 multiple choice questions that are more challenging as students have more options to choose from. Each time the question is answered correctly, students will hear a clapping sound to indicate they responded correctly. Sounds enhance the gaming experience and immerse players in the virtual world. If a question is answered incorrectly, another sound effect will play and indicate the question has been answered incorrectly. Players will have 2 attempts for each question. If they answer the first time correctly, they would be rewarded 10 points. If they answer correctly on the second attempt, players would be rewarded 5 points. If they answer both attempts incorrectly, they will receive 0 points. The purpose of our virtual math quiz is to offer students an interactive and engaging opportunity to practice and evaluate their mathematical abilities, fostering a deeper understanding of the key concepts in a digital learning environment.
In our Scratch game, there are 2 sprites on the screen. The background is a blue sky and some green trees. The main character is a large toucan, which we have programmed to speak when the player hits the green flag button. Speech bubbles appear from the toucan's mouth to indicate its instructional activities. The speech bubbles change to the next speech bubble every 5 seconds. There are spaces which appear at the bottom of the screen, which allows you to type in your answers to the quiz questions. There is also a point system, which increases when you get questions answered correctly. Once the player reaches level 2, the toucan flaps open its wings. The background also changes to the sun shining over white mountain ranges. The game also changes from free response questions in level 1 to multiple choice questions in level 2.